What's up, Facebook Live? Joe coming to you Monday. Monday. How's that song go? I love Mondays. Talked about this last week. Mondays are the day to set up your schedule. So this morning I was up bright and early, about 5 o'clock. I was going through all my assignments, all my tasks, and I started thinking about organization, systems, production, and what's the difference between being busy and being productive. What's up, Doug? What's up, Georgia? Good to see you. So I'm here with Emma in the back seat. She's over here chilling. She has done doing our dump run here. One of my favorite things down here, right down the road is a dump. Whenever I want to get rid of a stinky garbage can, you go down there and just dump it, free of charge. So I just went down there, got rid of all our bottles, did our recyclables. Emma likes to go for a ride. What's up, Tony? Good to see you, brother. So I was doing my meditation this morning. We had a great meditation, by the way, Saturday. The messages that came through and the people on the call, we all had a breakthrough with our grandparents, which was very, very enlightening, because I know my Grandma Shermer, she is definitely my guardian angel. She is coming through in the past with, Kathy's gotten messages for me from her. So I know she's one of my guardian angels. What's up, Phil? What's up, James? Good to see you guys. So we had an awesome time. So I would encourage you guys to get on that meditation for next time and see who comes through for you guys, what kind of blessings you can receive. But this morning, what I was thinking about as I got up is organization, right? Organizing our garage. How many of us have a garage that we don't park in our garage? There's so much crap in our garage. I know Dave's probably like me, Phil's like me. We got all this stuff, all these things going on, so we execute all day long. When we come home, we're not going in the garage to organize our garage. We'll park our expensive cars out in the driveway, and our garage is filled with crap. Most of the time, we don't even use it. So I started going through the new house down here. As soon as I moved into the new garage, I started organizing the garage. I set the tone before we left Connecticut. I was gonna be a minimalist. I want to start getting rid of all this stuff that I've collected over the years. Obviously, flipping houses, I was always collecting sinks and faucets. And I know a bunch of my friends had a bunch of plumbing businesses that were going out of business. What's up, Debbie? What's up, Mike? So they were going out of business. I would grab all this stuff. I started putting it into all my garages. And now as we started selling these houses, I got all this stuff packed into like 2 or 3 garages. And I refused to bring it down here to Virginia. So I made sure I wanted to be organized when I get down here. Everything has a place and everything in its place. So we're pulling in here to the house. Beautiful day here in Virginia. Again, I think it's supposed to be 70 degrees tomorrow. I think Mike's down in North Carolina. I'm not sure what the weather's like down there, Mike. But the big thing was organization. I don't want my garage being out of whack, because my old days when I used to have my tool bucket, I knew where all my tools were. I can go into that tool bucket and grab exactly what I needed to execute on that job for that day. So when I was flipping houses, I was doing 8 houses a year by myself. Once in a while I get the house to a certain point, I'll bring in a helper for the day. But for the most point, I was there by myself, John, just doing these houses, fixing and flipping them, enjoying myself, didn't have to rush around and be anywhere. And at whatever operating speed I wanted to operate, that's all I had to do. If I wanted to go all day long, 12, 14, 16-hour days, which most days when I was at the job site, I'd go all day long. I was having fun. It wasn't stressful. I wasn't all worked up about it. So I had to create a system, which is the second thing I want to talk about today. Happy Monday, brother. Good to see you. Systems are one of those things that when I was back in Pitney Bowes, we did a mailing machine. It was 40 units a day, and they were making $40 million a day. And I was like, if you touched something more than once, you were touching it too much. So how many times do we go and we pick something up and move it, pick it up and move it, pick it up and move it? And I go to these job sites sometimes, and I see some of the guys run a job site, and they're moving things from one side of the house to the other side of the house, cleaning the stuff, going back over here, hanging the sheetrock, doing a tape, moving back to the other side of the house. That's just counterproductive, which is point 3 I want to talk about today, is production. Are you being producing, or are you just being busy? Running around in circles. I've seen some of these guys sometimes at the job sites, they're just going around in circles. They're looking, measuring 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times. And then they finally go over and cut. And nothing was getting done. 70 tomorrow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to 70 degrees tomorrow, Mike, that's for sure. So 3 things: organization, systems, production. And there's a big difference between producing versus being busy. Because we can all day long look like we're being busy, But the reality is, are you producing and getting something accomplished? So I'm going to challenge you guys today. Do one thing. Get a garbage bag, go out into your garage, go into one of your spare closets, go into one of your mud rooms, take stuff that you haven't used, fill up one garbage bag and get rid of it. Start decluttering your lives, which will make room for the abundance. You cannot have a plate of food with all this stuff on it and expect to put more food on it. Once you remove a piece of that food, you can put more on it. Same thing with our lives. Once we clean out one of those things, the stuff we've been carrying around for 5, 10, some of us 20 years, we've been hanging on to these things, we're never going to use them. Get one black bag out today, go out and get rid of one thing today, John. Empty that stuff out of your house, out of your life, and watch how the universe is going to replace that with something that you require, not something that was just sitting there taking up space. And John's going to be on it. John's one of those guys that's an executioner, and I know he will go execute on that. Organization, systems, production. Get organized. So much less stressful in life. You ain't got to run around in circles, especially in a kitchen. Like when we came down to our new kitchen down here, I put everything exactly where I want it to be. I can close my eyes, go into a cabinet, and grab the different things as I'm going into these cabinets now. The old house, I have no idea. My garage in the old house, 2 years we lived there. I think I organized about half of my workbench. All the stuff from the old house came to the new house. I said I refuse to bring it to Virginia. If I haven't used it in 1 year, I'm not taking it with me. The rest of the stuff can go to my spare garage. From there, it's going to a flip we're doing in the mill right now. If we don't use it there, we're getting rid of it. Because I don't want that stuff in my life anymore. Because I know once I get rid of stuff, there's something on the backside ready to come into my life. And just like it's ready to come into your life. But you can't receive until you get rid of some of the crap we've been hanging on to for years and years and years. So I hope you guys are hearing something from this message. As always, first and foremost, thank you guys for continuing to show up, sharing, liking, commenting on these messages. Because not only are these messages for you, they're for people that you know, people that you love, and that also need to hear this message. Because I know there's somebody out there needing to hear this message today that we're carrying around way too much. Definitely donations. That's part of that contribution, Mike. We connect, we create, and we contribute in the Risers One group. What is that contribution you're going to make? I had a phone conversation with a guy today down in Atlanta. I bought 4 properties in Atlanta last year. And I met him down there at the courthouse when we were doing the auction. And he says, Joe, you're talking about senior veteran homes. I've been talking with a good friend of mine just recently. We're getting ready to start building veteran homes down here in Georgia and Indianapolis. I said, I cannot believe we're having this conversation. And I just started pouring value onto this guy, pouring love onto this guy. And by the end of that phone conversation, I met him one time for about 5 minutes when we were down there at the auction. He's like my brother. He's like, man, thank you so much for this conversation. Thank you so much for this wisdom. I says, whatever you're doing, I'm on board. I see the vision. I can feel the vision. I can feel your passion. I can feel it inside of you. That you're not just talking about it, you're going to go do it. My alarm's going off there. Get rid of that thing there. That's the secret. Find the people that are in alignment with you. Get organized. Create the system that's going to work for you in your family, if it's in your business, if it's in your garage, anything that you're doing, create the systems. And then get productive. Focus on getting something accomplished. When you start it, finish it. Don't go out there just walk around in circles. Like I can go out into this garage right now, walk around in circles, get nothing done. But I'm going to go in this house here right now, and I'm going to cement down all those tiles that I put in yesterday. And it's going to probably take me about 2 hours. So I'll be about 6.5 hours into that bathroom. It'll be done. So I have no idea what some people are doing when they go to these fix and flip houses and they go to these job sites and they're there for 8 hours and nothing gets done. But that big bathroom, I put 39 hours into it. This bathroom's 6.5 hours. I think the other one was about 3.5 hours. All of that stuff will get produced in production and get finished as long as you stay laser focused and stop being counterproductive. Touch things one time, pick up the tool, use it, put it down, move on to the next piece. Don't keep picking stuff up and moving it from place to place. Hope you guys heard some of this message today. Keep showing up. They have not seen nothing yet. When it's all said and done, together we'll rise as one.